Let's make Chipotle at home. Hi, it's Tanya from My Forking Life, and today we are making Chipotle bowls at home because who doesn't love Chipotle? Also, we're gonna save a little money by making it at home, and you don't have to pay extra for extra chicken. Now, to make this recipe, we are gonna make 3 different recipes, all of them which can be found over on the blog. But we're gonna start with our Chipotle chicken, which we're going to sizzle up really nice and it'll be delicious. Then we're also gonna make cilantro lime rice, which is the best rice base ever. And then we're also gonna make fajita vegetables that will be a delicious side in our whole entire bowl. All right, let's get started. So we're gonna start with our chicken, and of course I'm gonna use some chicken thighs. Chicken thighs stay juicy and delicious. If you wanna use breasts, so be it. But I really recommend boneless and skinless chicken thighs for your chicken. And then of course, we're gonna make our marinade, which comes with a few different ingredients. To make the marinade, we're gonna use either a small blender or food processor. I'm gonna use my small blender because I can't find my food processor, but you know, that's life. And we're gonna basically blend our marinade before we add it to the chicken. To start, I'm using some chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. And I'm actually gonna use the sauce from this can more so than the peppers. I don't want the chicken to be too spicy. I just want them to have that flavor. So I'm gonna add the sauce. And then I'm gonna add actually 1 of the peppers. Bada boom. And you're gonna have leftovers in your can. The best thing to do is freeze those whenever you wanna use them again. To this marinade, we're also gonna add some ground cumin, some oregano, dry oregano, garlic cloves that have been peeled, just toss them in there because we're gonna process it, salt, pepper, canola oil. If you don't like canola oil, use whatever oil, vegetable oil, avocado oil, and some white vinegar. And then we blend or process that until it's smooth. Ooh. And look, you have whipped up a delicious marinade. Oh, it smells really good. It smells really good. We're just gonna pour that marinade over that chicken. Those chicken thighs, boneless and skinless. And if you wanna use a gloved hand, do so. Or tongs, whatever, but I'm just gonna make sure that the marinade gets all over the chicken pieces. And if you're using your hands, don't forget to wash them after you touch all that chicken. Alrighty. Now I'm going to cover this up. You could use a Ziploc bag or the bag if you want, but I'm gonna use this lovely container. And I'm going to place this in the fridge to marinate for at least 2 hours. I usually like to do it the night before and let it marinate overnight, but you know, sometimes you only have 2 hours. Anyways, I'll be back. Now we're moving on to our cilantro rice, and no, it's not as simple as just tossing cilantro on some rice. There's a little bit of technique and love that goes with it. So we're gonna start by rinsing our rice. You wanna remove the excess starch and stuff. Rinsey. Drain off. You want to do it till it almost runs clear. And I'm using white rice. You could use jasmine or basmati. I hope I pronounced that right. But today I'm using the rice that starts with a B, basmati. You could also use long grain if you have that. All right, now I'm using my multi-cooker, some have the Instapot brand. This is a Milty brand pot that I have, and that's what I'm using today. You could also use this and make this on the stove. All right, so to our rice cooker, whatever, we're adding the rice that's been rinsed. We're also adding some water. As well as some salt, oil. I'm using olive oil for this. And some bay leaves. That's gonna make it taste even better. We're also gonna remove this before we eat it, but that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm just gonna cook this on my rice setting in my multi-cooker. All right, and I'll be back whenever this is done. While our rice is cooking and our chicken is marinating, we're gonna go ahead and prepare our fajita vegetables. And to do fajita vegetables, you need vegetables. I'm gonna use red bell peppers, a red onion, you can use whatever onion you have, as well as some fajita seasonings. And I'm gonna start by just cutting these up. This is how I like to cut a bell pepper. Is it the right way? I don't know, but I just cut it in half. Remove that little cord part, dump out the extra seeds, and I just start to slice it. Super easy. It's a lot of vegetables. I love fresh produce. Bet. All right, cool. I have sliced my produce, sliced it all. And now we're gonna get ready to prepare these in the skillet. Now that my fajita veggies or my bell pepper and onions have been sliced, I am ready to cook them in a skillet. I am taking a large skillet. This one is a portable one that I love, but you can use any large skillet. This one is nonstick. And I'm going to allow this to heat, my pan to heat on medium-high heat first before I add my olive oil as well as my vegetables. I think my pan is hot enough. And I'm just gonna add just a little bit of oil. Why aren't you smoking? Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add my veggies. Sizzle, sizzle. That's super pretty and colorful. I'm gonna spread these out in my skillet, and then I'm gonna cook them undisturbed for about 2 to 4 minutes just to help them get a little bit of char to them. Great. You can see I'm getting a lot of char. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing. You don't want them to burn, but you do want nicely charred veggies. And now I'm gonna add that fajita seasoning, and I'm gonna finish cooking them until they get nice and softer. Smells so good. And turn this skillet off. All right, and our veggies have softened. They look so good. And I'm just gonna set them in a bowl. So when I'm composing my bowls, I can just add them to it as well. Now that our chicken has marinated, let's cook up some Chipotle chicken. All right, so this has been marinating for a good minute. Still smells good. And I am preheating a large skillet on medium-high heat. Now this is a non-stick skillet, so I'm not gonna add any oil to it, especially since I added so much oil into the marinade. But if you fear that your chicken may stick, once you preheated your pan, you can add a little bit of oil. I ain't doing that though. All right, and then I'm just gonna add the chicken in the skillet to brush off any excess of the marinade. I'm gonna add that in a single layer. The sizzle sizzle. And we're gonna cook these for about 5 to 7 minutes on each side until they're golden brown. Go ahead and flip. Now that my chicken, my marinated chicken, is nice and cooked and golden brown on both sides, I'm gonna remove the pieces and place them on a cutting board and let them rest for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna take a knife and chop them up because that's, I don't know, that's how they do it, and it's absolutely wonderful. Chicken. Now that we're making our chicken rest, we're gonna go back to our rice. Woo. And our rice is finished cooking. We are going to remove the bay leaves. We don't need those anymore. Toss them. And then we're gonna fluff the rice. I just do it right in the pot. And then I'm gonna get my other additions ready. And to finish our rice, we're gonna basically top it with citrus. And at Chipotle, they use lemon and lime, so that's what we do as well. But I like more lemon than lime, more lime than lemon. You know, they're all together. More lime than lemon, so we're gonna use a whole lime and half a lemon. And I like to use these thingamajiggies to squeeze out my juice rather than doing it directly over anything that I'm adding it to, because sometimes you lose seeds in the stuff and then you don't want to be eating rice and then, you know, be chewing on a seed. So I'm just gonna create that. Drain, 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 drain. Make sure there's no seeds in there. Oh, look at seed trying to get in. Look at you trying to get in seed. You won't get on my stuff. I'm gonna put that to the side. Cilantro looks sad. Don't worry, it's good. And we're gonna chop up some cilantro. I want to focus on the leaves here. And you want to shoot for around 3 tablespoons of cilantro, but if you really love cilantro, add more. If you really hate cilantro, don't add it at all. But then just don't call it cilantro rice. All right, I'm gonna just add the chopped cilantro as well as that lemon and lime juice. Oh. And you mix it all up. And now we're gonna go back to our chicken to chop it up. So our chicken is done resting. It's still so pretty. I'm gonna take a knife, I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna do it like tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. I'm just going long ways here. And then I'm gonna go this way. Now this chicken is good as is if you want, but I personally love having extra acid added onto my chicken. So that's when I use a little bit of lime and I squeeze it over the top. Just a little bit of acid for extra flavor. You could also do salt, but lime, I'm telling you, takes it over the top. I'm gonna grab a little nice crisp piece. It's a big piece. That is good. Now, let's assemble our bowls. And there, I've done it. I have composed what I wanted to compose for my bowl at home. We have our rice, we have our chicken, we have a pico de gallo. I just bought that from the store, but you could make it from scratch. Guacamole that I bought from the store, but you can make it from scratch. My fajita vegetables that I did make from scratch, and some beans. that I got from a can. But you could also make those from scratch. All right, and to compose your bowls, you can get the family in on it. But all you're gonna do is put as much rice as you want in your bowl. I'm using plates because it's just easier. I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken. Actually, I'm gonna do double chicken. Oh wait, I'm making more than one bowl. I forgot I have company today. I'm so rude. And rice for this. And the beauty about this is you can prep like all of this ahead of time and just warm it up whenever you want to have this at home. I want black beans, but my husband doesn't, so I'm gonna put black beans on mine. Again, that's what I love. You can just compose it. Some of these fajita veggies. Do you want some veggies in your bowl? I know you like my veggies. This looks so good. I'm gonna add mine right there because I'm weird. Would you like some guac? I will not charge you extra for my guac. Just dip it. I should give you a lot of guac. And do I have everything? Sour cream. I like my sour cream to be runny, and I want to like just spread it all over the top. Drizzle it. Sour cream on this one too. And there you have it, a delicious Chipotle bowl plate at home. I need a fork. Take a good bite. Now let's dig into our bowl. Of course, you know you gotta mix it up. Mix it up and mix it up. Get some veggies, guacamole, a little bit of chicken. Keep eating. All right. Don't forget, all the recipes that I've gone over today are over on the blog. Hope you follow along, and until the next time, bye. Oh wait, my food. Oh. I should probably just not sit here and eat all this chicken.
One of your hands.